God, man. Look, he messed himself up, dude.
we have started. Welcome to the Simply Global Podcast, Conspiracy Part 2 with Hialeah Comics, bro.
What's up, D?
What is the up? I got to remember to point this direction because I feel like I'm supposed to point this direction.
What's up?
And Stone Cold Steve, who has disappeared again. He's back again.
He's in the conspiracy already. We start the show and he's in the
my doggone sound again.
It's gone away again. My man Steve has been having some issues the last week, at least.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, what's been going on, man?
Not much, dude. Doing videos on my channel, like we were talking backstage. It feels like I'm
Man,
always.
what the heck, man? I gotta go out again. I can't hear again.
Okay.
It feels like I've been on every night, and I probably have. So,
Mm-hmm.
What are you
The
gonna do?
government's getting in on Steve.
Yeah, dude, it's a conspiracy, dude.
There's aliens, I'm telling you.
They're after him. It happened on Monday too when he was on the Johnson show. We really
Mm-hmm.
couldn't hear him too much. But how you been?
Doing good. I got all my leaves up last week, and if you look at there right now, it looks like I didn't touch a thing.
Yeah.
Where the wind's been blowing, it's been raining the last couple of days. Oh gosh.
Are you getting some of that ETA thing now, or that's a totally different system? What you have?
Well, we're in Virginia, so I don't know.
It might
The
be.
great legend is in the house.
What's going on?
What's up, guys?
What's up?
Sorry I'm running late. Trying to get a new setup here.
It's all good.
Steve, can you hear?
I can hear for a second. Man, I'm not gonna move. I don't think.
Yeah, don't move. Don't touch the phone. Don't do anything.
I'm not touching nothing, man.
Don't breathe.
Damn. I got my computer back. I just got to set it up. I got it yesterday.
Good.
So, Legend, how's the
What's
week?
up, dude? Man, it's good to be back. Daryl live to talk conspiracy theories tonight.
Had so much fun 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah, it seems like it was last week, but it's 2 weeks.
Yeah. And there's another conspiracy. Where'd the time go?
Yeah, there
Dude,
you go.
I know, dude. Time change messed me all up, man.
Yeah. Yep. So, first thing, did you guys go back to last week's show? Do any internet searching, any YouTube searching? Did you guys find anything you want to talk about from those conspiracies?
Man, I was so damn busy. I ain't had time to do nothing.
I did. I went. I checked out the.
All right, the skeptic. What does the skeptic say?
I'm not a skeptic. I just need proof.
It says
That's
it in your
what
name,
I am, okay?
Hialeah Comic.
I need proof. Let's hit on the JFK. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I just looked at again. So that's good.
All right. I still believe it was a conspiracy. Who exactly? I don't know. I did look at the video again, and oh my God, man, your eyes just. Dude, they play tricks on you, man. They play total tricks on you. It was 6 people in the car, and honest to God, the part that really got me, I never saw that plastic or that.
Oh yeah, the barrier. Yeah, me neither.
I never had seen that.
Mm-hmm. It freaked you out, huh, man? To see like, did you remember like 4 people in the car growing up, or like, and then
Yeah,
when
it
you
seemed
saw
like it was
those
4,
6?
but I.
The damn plexi and everything, that's a mind blown right there.
Dude, it's crazy. When I saw that, it was like somebody, opened my eyes, and then I saw the part that you were talking about where it looks like she might do it.
Yeah, I don't really know that for sure, but that sequence is not how I remembered growing up watching it. I always remember her jumping to the back of the car looking for some kind of like piece of the skull or whatever. But in that video, what I like to call this new reality that my mind is in or crossed over in, like I don't see that skull piece at all. But what I do see is looking like she capped that fool.
Like she capped it, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I went back and looked at the autopsy pictures to see, dude, where's the but then I'm thinking to myself, they could have covered that up. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't believe that.
In the autopsy, you got that one way down low.
Yeah, down
Yeah,
here.
that's the one coming from back.
I
Coming
think they were
through.
gone here. You know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, maybe it's a little higher.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and I haven't went back to look at the. That's a good point to like go back and look at the autopsy because I just never really did. It's really freaky and stuff, but I don't like looking in no dead dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's just too damn creepy for me. But like, yeah, but it brings up a good point. You know, like, yeah, it's really weird how that whole thing went down. I mean, like, I know, and then the whole Mandela effect thing's a whole nother ball game because then you can go down a rabbit hole and look at all kind of weird things that you might remember something different, and then they're different in today's time. You know.
That's one of the things I looked at this week, is Mandela effect, and anything from, kind of mundane things like song lyrics, to things like, when did someone die? Did someone kill someone? What happened there?
Yeah.
Then it's like mass hallucination. I'm like, well, maybe it's not.
Mm-hmm.
I
think one of the things is that's called mass memory. I don't remember what it, how they described it, but when so many people remembered all the same stuff one way, like for instance, that Prince song where it says, "We are gathered here today to celebrate this thing called life." And instead of saying the word celebrate, it's, "We're gathered here today to talk about this thing." Like instead of celebrate, they put the word talk about this thing. I remember him saying celebrate in that damn intro, and like it's all just different now,
Yeah, dearly beloved.
I remember talking.
Yeah, dearly beloved. Yeah, that's what he stared out with. Damn.
Good song.
Good. Say in this life, you're on your own.
Then that Laurel and Hardy one, man, that one, because I'm a humongous Laurel and Hardy fan. I remember Oliver Hardy always said, "This is another fine mess you've got me into." Yep. Then it transitioned into, "This is another nice mess you've gotten me into." And then now, if you look or listen to it, it's another nice mess you've gotten us into. So it's like done 3 little changes. Yet
maybe they said it in 3 different episodes. We don't know, man.
I remember fine mess you got me into.
Fine mess you got me into. Yeah.
Yeah. The first one sounds like that the one I wouldn't say it would be.
Yeah, man.
Hey, you should do an ABC legend and let us pick him up.
Out of the whole ABCs, there probably most likely is a Mandela effect. Of course, the famous letter, the B one would be the Berenstein or whatever. But yeah, that that Mandela effect, that could be a whole show upon its own, really.
Yeah. I gotta look at that, man. Damn, I gotta check that out.
I'm sure. I almost know when I grew up it was Berenstein.
Yeah, me too.
I remember. That's where.
Because I love the young. I read the books to my sister, and it was always Stein. And of course, I was as a kid, I got to watch the classic Mel Brooks Frankenstein, and then I always just like compared them. And of course, I loved Frankenstein, and I knew the spelling of the classic 1931 Frankenstein Boris Karloff film.
Yep.
One of my favorite films, which is like
great movie.
Right here. I mean, I'm doing cleanup, so I didn't intend for that to be there, but some of those I got extras of, so I got to get on eBay, sell some stuff. Kid wants to build a computer for Christmas, so I got to get money for computer parts, man. I was going to buy some comic books, but sorry, neither here nor there. I'm going to put comics on hold for a while.
It happens.
Yep.
The other one that I watched was the Bob Lazar.
Bob Lazar, yeah.
Bob Lazar.
I saw the podcast with Rogan. I also went after and I watched I believe the other guy's name was George Knapp, the other guy that was like verifying everything for him.
Oh yeah, the guy that was in the back. The guy was like, join in every once in a while.
Not that guy. The guy that was a private investigator. That I hold to my thing. I think there's life out there. I don't know if they've come. I don't. There's some things that you could poke holes in his story. The guy's very believable. He comes.
Yeah, the guy himself. Yeah, right.
He does. But some things just don't jive.
Yeah, like looking at it and it's invisible from the from behind. How in the hell can that be? That's what he said, right? You look up and you can't
the thing that doesn't jive with him is when he started getting into that they made everything disappear, like his where he went to school, his diplomas, his birth certificate. He did all this and that. They, dude, are they gonna go through all that trouble? Or are they just gonna off him? Come on, really? If he's got that big of a secret and he's giving up all this stuff.
Hey, Hialeah, people said this is why they didn't off him, because I said the same thing. Why don't they just shoot this guy? Hell, you know where he's at.
Just capping.
Right?
Make
He's
him
young.
disappear.
He's just gonna go out and do dumb shit. You can get him anywhere.
Yeah, make him disappear, man.
Hey, but they said he took the element. That element, they say he took some of it, and they were wanting to get that shit back. That's what everyone said.
I'm sorry, man. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not. I need to see. I need to see the proof. I'm not buying it.
But you did say that they put his element on the elemental chart, right?
That I did not see.
Yeah, he said it was this element, what, 115 or something? Was it D? 115.
I don't know.
It was way up in the charts. It was way high in the charts. And it wasn't when he did the first interview and it got added in later that was true.
I still don't buy it. I still don't buy it. Well, D, what are we going to hit on tonight, bro?
Well,
what's tonight?
We started off talking about presidents. Today I watched some documentaries about Abe Lincoln.
Oh,
And his assassination. And did they actually kill the right person? John Wilkes Booth. Did he escape?
Yeah. Was it they say it might not be John Wilkes Booth that he got away? Was it? There's like different things that they said he may have done, different places he may have gone.
Guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, could it have been someone else in the theater, or, dude, you never know, man. Or was he? Was
a lot longer before they were documenting.
No, they pretty much confirmed that it was him that did it.
Yeah,
because everybody knew him there because he had been there a lot, so everyone knew him because he was one of the main actors there. He even got his mail at that place. That's how much he was there. But they say when he left, and they found him in that barn, was it actually him or was it someone else?
Yeah, I heard about that too, where he may have, because with that stage makeup and everything, you never know. He may have just got a look-alike guy and put him as a plant and then took the hell off, or maybe even it was one of his stand-ins that, was one of his buddies that was in the acting with him, and then he just, got the heck out of Dodge.
Said, I don't like this guy. Let me dress up just like him, shoot the president, and he'll be gone.
Well, they said the guy that they actually got had different hair color and not a mustache. And they say that when he got his leg fixed, because when he jumped on stage, he broke his leg.
Yeah.
That he shaved his mustache and dyed his hair. Like, they have hair dye way back then?
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm sure they used some old school, but yeah, they probably had some kind of little hair dye going on.
I'm sure he was a Dapper Dan man.
I don't know too much. I don't know too much of this. They're saying that they got the wrong guy, or they didn't get Will. Do they say what they believe happened to him?
Well, I mean, they said various different things. One, he ended up going to a different country. One, the route that he went after he got his legs set, he went somewhere else, and someone else was in the barn. One of them said there might have been multiple people in the barn, because originally they said there was 2 people in the barn. First person come out, and then John Wilkes Booth. They pretty much killed him and dragged him out. But the third one is there might have been 3 people in the booth, and he might have snuck out a back somewhere.
Damn.
So
yeah, and it's a lot longer with no evidence, man.
Yeah. Well, they said that they want to exhume his body to see if that really was him, because they have a brother that they want to exhume, and like, we can just test DNA. We will know if the person that they say did it is actually him.
Damn. Yeah, that exhuming in them bodies. That's another one. I don't know. I even heard they wanted to exhume old Billy the Kid's mom, or But that's the way you got to find out. You got to dig up the bodies to do the
Yeah.
DNA test on. That's the only way to really get it. Well, 99.9%. I'm sure there's 0.1% of where a damn little worm ate some DNA underground or something. But
can you imagine that guy's job having that job?
ooh,
Digging up a body? Hell no. Hell no.
that dude's probably all
isn't there a
skeleton
saying,
by now.
Hialeah, don't disturb the dead.
Exactly.
That's
Mhm.
the posse.
I saw Poltergeist. I know what happens.
Dang.
But I remember, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they dig up Lee Harvey Oswald? And when they got him up, the bottom of the thing fell off, and he kind of come out.
Oh yeah. The bottom of the casket itself like went down, and the little part of him was dangling around.
Yeah.
God.
Seen that.
Oh hell no, man!
He's like, I didn't kill the president, but Doug, I wish I had a knife.
Dang. They done. Yeah, they got to be more careful when they dig up these old dead dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't dig
not
up
doing
that.
that.
Should be the thing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's one of those mysteries that's what 200 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, not quite 200, but ballpark figure. But did he not?
Yeah, and it's still widely studied today. Like the whole Lincoln assassination is so classic. They got a new photo. That was an episode. I don't remember what show it was on, but there's a new photo circulating of Lincoln on his deathbed where these dudes like came in. I think he was basically already dead, lying on the bed, but some dudes came in and took a quick photo, and they compared it and everything with all the ways they can compare stuff, and they said that was really him. And yeah, it's just like I said, like I told Hialeah, when you look at them dead pictures, they just
Sometimes
creepy.
they don't even look like the person, man.
Yeah, they don't look like the
Depending
person.
what
And
happened to 'em.
he had swelling in the front of his whole face, but the bullet never went through the front of his face. And they were like, "Well, how did this happen?" And the dude that was comparing it, he shot a bullet into like this gel, like big old brick of gel, where it would simulate like inside like a bullet wound. And all of them went through and shook the mess out of it. But the one where he fired it from the little gun that was the same model that Booth fired out of, it was such a small gun. It didn't have a lot of heat behind it or a lot of power. But when it entered the deal, you could see how it stayed in the middle, but it pushed out, like it ripple affected and pushed out stuff. That's why his whole front was kind of like swolled up like that. But yeah, so creepy. Just damn. Dude, all the dude was trying to do was watch a damn movie, and because you got some Confederate guy that pissed off he can't have no slaves, and it's the same shit that goes on in today's time. Basically, he got mad, pulled the trigger, and a man came and finished watching his play.
Bro, but even back then, man, for him to get that close.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I mean, they say there was almost no protection.
No protection.
They said there was a guy at the door that wasn't like part of like a Secret Service, and him and some of his friends like, hey, let's go have a drink. So they left.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, I don't even know if they would have stopped John Wilkes Booth because he was so famous in that area.
Yeah, they would have thought he was just wanting to.
He was like, "Oh, yeah, we'll meet the president. Go ahead."
He worked there, right?
Yeah,
yeah, they wouldn't have
stopped him.
Yeah,
twice about it. That's scary.
Craziness, pure craziness.
All right.
I'm surprised he got caught too, because, but like y'all said, I mean, he knew the area, he where to go, and he's been worked there, scoped out the whole place. He knew exactly how he was going to do it and everything. It's just crazy. And then, like you said, when he runs to the barn, I've heard that too, where he had, I heard there was at least one other person in the barn where it could have been, they could have shot the guy in the barn, or maybe when Booth was running, he lured him to the barn knowing that his buddy was going to be there. And if his buddy was kind of made to kind of look like him, perfect getaway, man. They got to do the DNA, I guess.
Yeah, you would think he would have had a better escape.
Is back in those days, how did they really track somebody? I mean, once they got
to use them dogs.
Dude, but just think about it.
Horses chasing.
Just think about it, dude. It was so much more wide open. There was no pictures, basically. It was a lot easier to get away back then, man. Not like now. So, how was it that he broke? What is it that he broke? His ankle, right?
I think it's his shin. I think.
Is that when he like jumped onto the stage and started running?
Onto the stage,
If he hit that, if he mistimed the jump and landed a little short of the stage and just hit shin first, dang, that had to hurt.
Oh,
Dude, breaking your chin.
It's like when you like are going, you're climbing the stairs too quick, and you got those stone stairs, and you miss a step, and your shin just hits that edge of that.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, that hurts like hell. It's,
Or like
it's either going to cut you open or it's going to break your shin. Yeah.
or when you were riding your bike and you missed the pedal and that shit was going around with that rattle tap.
Bam.
That shit was terrible pain.
Mm-hmm.
No, and one thing Legend, you mentioned about the when they took the picture after.
Yeah,
they made death masks of people back then all the time.
I know. Yeah,
he's got a death mask, and I was like, oh,
dude.
I don't think I would want one of those.
Yeah, me neither, man. And then I just also think about Ted Williams. I mean, you got people freezing themselves. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. We put him in the freezer until we figure it out.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Or when someone runs out of tuna, the tuna can, Oh,
I think 90 might have the solution to this whole thing. There you go. Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
What's up, Paul?
John Wilkes must have took some before he shot Lincoln, man.
I know, it just seems like he would have had a better plan because obviously he's smart enough to remember all these lines and act a certain way.
I think the monkey wrench was when he got hurt. The monkey wrench,
the shin thing slowed him down.
That messed him up.
Yeah.
I said, man, I was jumping. I thought the guy was going to shoot me.
He probably should have went in there with like really long, like really long looking beard and maybe like long hair and maybe even wear like some kind of soldier uniform or just kind of like better disguises. I guess maybe he just got a little nervous about it. He just wanted to do it quick and go.
My thing is, since they said he walked in, he talked to a few people because again, he was very famous there. And he just walked up the steps, and they said he had drilled a little peephole through the door prior to actually going. So it was clearly planned. So my question is, another question is, I wonder if he actually practiced jumping from there down to the stage beforehand.
Dude,
I'll see that though.
Yeah, I mean, since he was there so much,
I don't know.
I would think at some point he would probably let's give this a shot to see if it would really work.
That's a pretty freaking good jump, though. I've visited that theater and I could see it be done. Like, if he kind of, how when you run and you jump off, like as kids, we used to jump off the roof of the house, you kind of like, bend your knee. You don't want to go straight legged. You're going to break your legs, but you kind of bend your knees when you kind of crumple when you fall and do a little roll,
You do the roll.
But man, he just missed, he missed the time to jump, man. He had to feel it. But I mean, that was a great, that was maybe the powers that be, controlling the reality he was in at the time so people could catch him on the bad rhyme, if you know what I mean.
Everything doesn't go according to plan, man.
Yeah, like fate made that dude screw up.
And your adrenaline and shit gets crazy. Who knows what his mind is?
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
Well,
Maybe he never planned to jump, man, and it was just spur of the moment thing. He freaked after. Can you imagine? You should. And now,
so do you think he shot, and then his wife Mary Todd saw that he did it, maybe, and saw him?
Dude, that was a blur to her, man.
Well, there was someone else there in the
shot and just shot the guy and just why didn't he wait for a loud part of the play or something? Boom, and
he did. He knew the play. He knew when there was going to be a big laugh, and that's when he planned it. One thing that you talk again, Mandela effect. I thought I remember seeing that that where they were setting was on the left side, but it was actually on the right side of the stage. I always remember seeing it on the left side, but on a video I watched today, it was on the right side of the stage.
Like if you were looking at the stage, it was
the
the
if you're
right
looking
side.
at the stages in front of you, he was on the right side.
Like that's how I remember going at it and seeing it. It was on the right side, but as a kid learning from the school books, I always could have sworn that it was on the left side. But when I saw it later down the road, it was on the right side. But I remember them. I thought they taught us as kids it was on the damn left side.
That's
what pictures showed. You know.
So,
wasn't he to the right and he was sitting first, and she was sitting to his right.
Yeah.
That's how it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And they were okay. Yeah. That was, yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
didn't he dream it was coming too? That he was going to be killed? Like he foresaw that he was going to be killed soon? Because I swear there was some stuff about that.
Like people having dreams about it happening.
Yeah, him having dreams.
Well,
He was telling her about dreams that he was going to be killed.
yeah, that
I know I've heard that
I could
about
believe
Martin Luther
that because a lot of people hated Lincoln, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was switching things up, man.
Yeah,
times.
man.
Times.
Oh, Lincoln though, man, one of the best, man. You gotta love a good president that, you know, like even though like people back then they just, you know, that's how a lot of them was raised, you know, so they had their beliefs, but I mean, he really, you know, changed the game and for the better, you know.
So much.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, one thing you know we said about how he got so close to him.
Mm-hmm.
Think about Ronald Reagan when he got shot. There's a guy like 2 feet away.
The guy
from
was
him.
right there.
Dude.
Think about how did that happen, bro?
Yeah.
I was talking about that today. How did that happen?
And that one seemed like so random too. Like, how do you even plan something like that?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because he was just getting in the car real quick, you know, maybe he did a little wave here and there. Yeah. But, dude, that was a quick one. And that guy, of course, he liked old Jodie Foster from Taxi, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Hinckley, right? Hinckley?
Hinckley, it was him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, you know, that guy got within 5 feet of Ronald Reagan in the 80s. You're talking about the 1700s.
Yeah, man. Dude.
I mean, no one thought
freaking insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
When he got shot, oh my God. That was nuts. And Brady, right? Brady was the other guy.
Brady. Put him in a wheelchair forever.
Yep. They came out with the Brady law after that, yeah.
My God, I see Brady on the sidewalk. Oh my God, that was.
I think there was another guy that got hit too, but just a little hit.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a bullet. It's no bullet. It's a little hit.
A little shrapnel here and there.
It's just a flesh wound.
Yeah, he's so good.
Flesh wound.
He cut your bloody leg off.
Man.
But you know, I mean, gosh. Oh well. Let's see. What's the next subject? You guys got one?
What do y'all think about that Bigfoot?
Oh yeah. The Bigfoot, the Yeti, the abominable snowman.
Yeah, just the big old beast monster.
Hey, they got a show,
Steve?
man. They got a show on that about Bigfoots, and the guy will holler down the canyon and make a sound, and he'd hear something. He'd go, "Oh, that was definitely a Yeti down."
Yeah, it'd be like his own echo, and he'd be like, "Yeah, that was a Yeti. That was a beast."
It was the talk. It was the talk legend. He goes, "That was definitely a squash. That was definitely
a squash." Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite was he's like, I hear dogs barking. There's a squatch out there.
Yeah.
I'm like, my neighbor's dog barks all the time.
Was that off that old Finding Bigfoot show?
Yeah.
Where that big old dude, he was like a real big old dude, and he'd be like kind of just looking around. I smell one. I smell a squatch out here. You're just like these.
And it'd be pitch black, man. Even if he came, he could never see them.
Yep.
I definitely smell like one's been here, you know, and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, my wife loved that show, so I was basically, anytime I was in the room, I was just watching. I was laughing too, man.
So what are you guys thinking? Do you believe or don't you believe?
Absolutely not. I believe 100% not.
Yeah, I believe no,
they would have
because
found the body somewhere somehow.
They would have found something. You know? There was an old film, the like classic one that you see Bigfoot crossing through the woods or whatever. Well, years ago, I read that was all staged.
Yep.
They had a dude make the costume. There was supposedly, and I don't remember where I read this, and I didn't really care to save it because I knew it was bullshit anyway. But like they found the damn costume like buried or something, and then they found the thing that they made the footprints. They had the camera guy, or there was two guys in on it, one that was dressed up, one that set it up, and then there was another guy, either the guy that made the suit for them, but there was one person that spilt the beans on the whole thing.
Yeah, they said they found all this stuff when the guy died in his closet or something.
But then there's those people though that they swear, and that they've seen them and all that kind of stuff. Now, I don't know if they've done like that couple did that saw the UFOs. I don't know if they've sat and done the truth serum or whatever. They say they've seen one, and God, I just don't know. But ever since hearing about the story about the fake suit and all that, I just wrote it off as BS. But then when all these people, minus those idiots, oh, that's a Squatch out there, minus those people, but the ones that really think in their mind that they saw something, maybe they did see something, but I don't know if it was like, say, a Squatch or a beast, or could
maybe
it
a
even
giant
have been,
grizzly or something,
Yeah, could it have been like a big bear, or maybe an animal they never seen, or maybe even something from like the astral plane or the ghost world creeping over. But the thing it is, I can believe if they've seen something, and maybe it was a ghost or like an apparition or something that may have like crossed into this plane of existence, maybe from the ghost realm or wherever. But man, until they find a damn body of something.
Yeah, body. They gotta find a body in the huge foot, man, like 10 foot.
Dude,
10 foot tall or so.
Dude, for me, I was fascinated with Bigfoot, the Yeti, Loch Ness.
Mm-hmm.
I was fascinated, man. When I found out that Florida had the skunk ape in the Everglades, I was like, "Oh shit, there's one here, man!" Oh my god! And that video that you're talking about,
that classic video,
that still scares the shit out of me. Even though I know it's been proven false, but man, it was so well done.
It looked real. I mean,
like
because
he was going to be in a place that'd be more like that, like the
it was so
swamp
well
or the Everglades.
That Harry and the Hendersons movie.
I was going to mention that.
The way they did that makeup in that film looked just like that original film from the old days.
Do you ever hear people like breaking down that film?
Oh no, I haven't.
You never heard that? Not Harry and the Hendersons, but I think it's the Patterson tape. I think is what it was called.
Yeah, I haven't. But I'm sure they are out there breaking it down.
I mean, people are like you can tell this is actually a female Squatch.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You can see it's got breasts.
But you've never seen
it. You can tell that's real because look at the gait.
Yeah.
Dude, it was really well done, dude. For early 70s.
Yeah.
Two guys doing that.
He walks and he's walking highly up. Remember, he's walking and he takes that glance back. I was like, that shit looked real.
I cannot take anything away. Those guys knocked it out the park, bro.
Yeah, I give that shit like that shit looked real. That had me freaking out.
Do you think inside the suit he had like some little like miniature stilts or something just to get him off the ground a little higher? Because the way he walked,
he was fluid.
Oh yeah. His stuff did look fluid. So I don't know how that.
No, it was.
Or maybe the head was up here. And his eyes were maybe in where the chest goes or something. His ass looked real, man.
Dude, it was excellent. It was so well done, man. For just two guys to do that, dude, knocked it out the park, bro.
Yeah, the way I can see it over into my head, him going and looking back. Look back, I'm like, oh, he's seen me.
And that shot where he kind of looked right into the camera. You knew
dude, it was
there where he like
giveaway, right?
They should have just gone ahead and made a movie and been rich, right?
Yeah.
They were good.
That look, going back, looking at the camera, that was the dead giveaway, dude. Come on, man. We should have known right there, dude.
It's funny. Out of all the things we've talked about, this is the one I thought someone was going to be like, there's definitely a Squatch out there. Like, wow.
Dude, I wish there was, man, because that would be so
I would. That would be awesome if it was true. Comes true.
My wife always loved. She would always, and I don't know. Maybe she does believe him. I tried to tell her that suit. They found that old suit that was fake, but she still enjoyed watching that damn show so much because the other three sounded like they could convince you, But then that one guy, I don't remember his name, but the big tall dude, he was always full of shit.
He's the one, man. Yeah. He would holler down the canyon and he'd hear a holler. Oh, I definitely heard him. They're down there. That was a Squatch call.
And that dude would make them weird ass noises too. I'm like, well, damn, I never heard that kind of noise.
I laughed my ass off when that.
I always thought, I was like, I think they shaved that guy down. He used to be a Squatch.
It's definitely a Squatch. That shit kills.
You always wanted to root for him though, because it's like, I just didn't understand how they're getting funded if they're not fighting anything.
Look at Oak Island.
I know. God damn it. Why did you say that, man? Of all things, man, I was hook, line, and sinker. I wanted to find something. And I'm thinking, how in the hell, with all the tools they got, that before they could make some shit that deep and that perfect, and they can't. I said, hell no, there ain't no way, man. Ain't no way.
You know,
but I'm a treasure hunter at heart. I'm like, that's why I like comic books. I like getting a good one for a good deal.
Did you say Ellis Island or
Oak Island?
Oak Island.
Oak Island, because Ellis Island, that's where I thought the Statue of Liberty was, and then but now it's on this island called Liberty Island.
Yeah. Why did they change the name of it? Like, why did they change the name of that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Hey, can we do one? Can we do the Bermuda Triangle?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's do that
one. It's one of the things that's on the title.
That might be the creepiest one. There's got to be something to that one, man. Has to be.
Yep.
For you to sit for shit to disappear totally, you send in a unit to go get them, and it disappears.
It disappears too.
Who the hell wants to go get them?
They go off the radar. They go off the freaking map.
Yeah, they go off the map. They go off.
They come back, and other times they don't. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking like,
did they
I know it's kind of far fetched, but I'm thinking portals, some kind of portal to another dimension or another alternate reality or a parallel universe, which is so damn cool because I loved that Man in the High Castle show. But I mean, like, I'm thinking some of that kind of crap on that because it just doesn't make no sense. Or maybe alien ships underwater. I don't know, man. What do you think, Hylia?
Why are you asking me, man? What are you
I thought you're the one who brought it up. You want to talk about Bermuda Triangle? Yo, you closer to it, ain't you?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Again, it fascinated me. I would look on the map and, oh my God, it's Miami to Bermuda, and I forget what the other point is. I forget. But the Lost Squadron, I just want to say real quick, this is kind of not off topic, but when they show up on Close Encounters of the Third Kind, I thought that was the coolest shit ever. But I think they got lost, bro. They got lost. They crashed.
Because they said something about their instruments, right? Going crazy.
Yeah. Maybe the magnetic poles or something down there.
Because the way I kind of look at it now is like we just had that jetliner off of India that got lost, never found again. They have no idea, right? The thing about the Bermuda Triangle that gets me is when they find these ships and there's nobody on board, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that freaks
like they were getting ready to eat.
That freaks the shit out of me. Everything's fine, but there's nobody on board. What the hell is that? Was pirates
just fucking floating?
But if it's pirates,
so you got to dismiss pirates, right?
If pirates, you would think they would come on board.
They would take all the shit and it'd be empty.
There'll be blood. There'll be freaking remains. They're not going to take the bodies.
Mm-hmm.
So what was it? I think it was the Mary Celeste. Was it the Mary Celeste? I don't know if that was Bermuda Triangle, but they found the Mary Celeste and there was nobody on board.
Damn.
That's
some freaky ass stuff.
Freaks me out right there.
That's what freaks me out, and I don't have an answer for it.
You think maybe the aliens took them and didn't bring them back? Or maybe they brought them back in a different time, like maybe the 1700s. I don't know. That we'd probably know that. But maybe they put them in the future somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember hearing that some of the planes, I think it was like 2 or 3, that were going through the Bermuda Triangle. They
would end up in South America.
Later, and they look pristine.
Right.
Huh. Like, how does that happen when you find them 50 years later and they look brand new?
Mm-hmm.
I never knew where the Bermuda Triangle was, man. It was crazy. I was always thinking it was
wait a minute.
Down by Miami, but it is. But it was like South Carolina.
It's not near Bermuda.
Yeah, it's Miami, Bermuda. I think the other points like in Carolina or something. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shit, man. That's
Triangle
crazy,
of damn
man.
death, man. I wouldn't go through that damn thing. I know some people go through it now, but I don't know. Did you just always hear those stories that one just not making it back or something, you know?
And what in the squadron, like 5 planes or something?
Yeah, it was the Lost
Squadron.
I believe it was 7. I believe it was 7.
Jesus Christ, man.
The only thing is, when's the last time something happened there? Because
nothing lately, nothing.
for years, right? I could be wrong. I could be wrong on that, but I haven't heard anything on it. So, but that's the part that gets me. I'm not saying it's aliens because you know how I feel about aliens.
Yeah.
But you just don't know. You just that's that one I don't have an answer for, man, because that's eerie as hell to me, dude. Just
either there's 7 ships at the bottom of that ocean somewhere, or ships, and there's a bunch of shit that disappeared.
Yeah.
Bro, but just think about it. That is possible, man, because dude, the ocean is vast.
Yeah.
Vast.
It's vast. We look at the map, we look at the globe, dude.
Yeah, and the land is shit. Nothing compared to the water.
I always thought maybe that they would have like one of those like freaking whirlpool things that would like suck something in.
Yeah, that seems like something like that.
But that doesn't account for
How do you
the
get
ones
the
where
the planes? Does it?
Yeah, the planes are in the air.
High maybe and suck them in. Who knows, man?
Yeah, I just don't know. Like,
did a magnetic field or something that throws off their instruments and.
Now, what I heard about the 7 planes, when someone said what they believe happened is one of the planes got their stuff was messed up and they kind of got lost. And then the other ones looked to try to find him, and they all ended up running out of gas.
That's what I've heard. I've heard that as well. They ran out of gas.
But I don't want to believe that because that sounds too cool. I mean, too obvious. Like, no, we need scary stuff. We need spooky stuff.
Some damn monsters coming out of the damn water.
Speaking of monsters, what about Nessie?
Yeah, that one's classic, man. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know, like if it's some kind of there's definitely some crap out in the water there. I don't know if it's like because it looks legit, but is it like a prop or is it?
It looks like Dino's head out of the water, don't it?
Yeah. And they've had other pictures but nothing's freaking ever clear. And like if it was real, they would have found something by now, like with sonar or with underwater instruments. They would have found some kind of dead carcass of something.
And again, I would love it to be true, but you know what? It's great for tourism.
That's what they made a whole.
Is that the skeptic?
Of a myth.
I would love for it to be real, man, but it's great for tourism, dude. It's like Valentine's Day. You know what? Let's love. Yeah, let's make it a holiday. You know, in those fjords, there's nothing going on, right? That's Nessie, and dude, you got a tourist attraction, man.
Yeah, well, now that I've heard, because I listen to things, but there's also one called what is it? Ogopogo?
Ogopogo. That's in Mississippi or something.
I've heard that there's like an underground tunnel that connects the two.
Damn.
Ogopogo, my God, I haven't heard about that since the 70s when I used to.
I've never heard of that.
Ogopogo.
Is it like Lake Erie or somewhere?
Yeah, something like that.
I think something like that.
Yeah.
Fish Tropic is in the house. What's up, Fish?
It almost feels like every region has its own Yeti. Like there's the Yeti in Nepal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then
everyone's created their own myth for their area.
The chupacabra.
The chupacabra, Puerto Rico has one.
Yeah.
Man, that chupacabra had me freaked out, man. That sucker was eating goats.
I remember hearing about that. One night I went outside and I saw 2 eyes staring at me, and I got scared and ran back in the house. I was like, Chupacabra's here. I'm my neighbor's cat. But still.
Oh, damn.
The chupa cat.
They had this weird looking there was this weird museum, and they had this baby / mer creature, or I don't know what the hell it was. I think they just put some nasty shit together, but it looked like a baby's head, or like.
And they throw it in a jar. It's always got that jar.
They had it in a glass case because it was a longer one, a longer like cryptoid creature, whatever you call it.
Bailey have something like that? Is that what you're talking? Barnum and Bailey, I believe, have something like that.
Ooh, yeah, he had his share of people or freak shows going on.
Yeah, definitely. But I believe he has something like that, and I think it was like it looked petrified or something, right? Then they were
and they display it and stuff.
Yeah.
It was a knockoff of that, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But they of course try to, this used to be real.
Have you guys gone to those sideshows before, man? Those had to be super. Can you imagine? Just put yourself in this.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine you're in England and you go to a show and out comes the Elephant Man? Can you imagine seeing?
Ooh, fuck.
Oh my God!
Hell no,
That
that'd be
freaked me out.
Can you imagine being in that audience and then it's like, oh, and it's real?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my, I am not an atom. I'm not an animal. I'm a human. I'm a man.
I would say I was watching something the other day, and there's an actor, and he's got that deformity, and I didn't know. And I saw him; he was on a YouTube show, and I was like, because it was near Halloween, so I thought, oh, that's fake. And I looked him up. I was like, no, that's what he really looks like.
Dude.
Is it? In my mind, I'm thinking David Pearson, but I might be wrong on that.
That I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, like the deformities and stuff. We were talking about it last night. I don't know who the hell brought it up. I want to say it was C Woodard 19 or maybe JD Comics was talking about that show. It was Todd Browning's Freaks. It was a Universal picture Carl Lumley produced. I don't know.
Oh my God!
But it had that Schitzley guy who had like a pinhead, but he wore like a girl's costume or something.
That movie was freaking.
That was creepy,
right? That movie.
They used real life freaks from those carnivals, and I was like, dang. And I don't know why the hell they were talking about that last night. JD may he get frisky.
Do you guys remember Lobster Boy or something?
Yeah,
I heard about that. I never seen it live though. I'd have to Wikipedia it. I know those twins, the original Siamese twins, Ming and Ling or something like that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I looked up that actor's name is Adam Pearson.
Adam Pearce.
Yeah, I think he was in a movie with Scarlett Johansson somewhere along the way.
Mm.
You know the Siamese twins? They got married. They had a ton of kids, and that's amazing to me.
Oh.
How about that one called Tree Man?
Oh, he had this thing growing.
Those growths on his feet and his arms and stuff. That's like one of those. That's like a weird kind of disease type thing.
Yeah,
that would really suck.
Can you imagine?
I hear like they get rid of it and it just grows back anyway.
Yeah.
Damn, that's sucky.
Yeah,
Have you ever heard about that, Daryl?
I have not heard about that one.
Hey,
No.
back to the Siamese twins.
URL's a tree man.
Hey, back to those Siamese twins.
Madison.
Do they have the same? Do they have the same boyfriend or husband?
Oh, you know, supposedly they both had their own wives. You know,
Their own
separate
wives.
But yeah, and they made it work. I think probably they
How
just
the
put
hell does that work, y'all?
Dude, they would take turns. The wives would take turns.
Yeah.
And they had a look.
Close your eyes.
Shitload of kids too. They had a shitload of kids.
Yeah. It's just all one big family.
I hope they at the same time.
Yeah, they were just one big happy family, you know, and then the sisters. I mean, no, I think they were different. I don't think they were. Oh my God.
You know what is sad, man? They died together. They died within, I think, a day of each other. So once one passed away, and they lived into an old age.
Yeah,
I believe, and within a day that the other one died, and then the other guy just was like, oh, I guess
Yeah, because it's like since the other half of the organs are shutting down, then the other guy just can't sustain himself anymore. God,
imagine that, dude. Oh. They just had a couple of Siamese girls that they were connected with the brain. And
I saw that.
Separated.
Did they make it out okay though?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
As far as I know, they did. As far as I know.
That's one of the reasons I like Ben Carson. They was like, well, what are you gonna do different? He's like, well, I separated Siamese twins in the womb. No one else here can say that.
I know, right?
Sure can.
I was like, I want to vote for this guy because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow.
Madison's my daughter, man. We had a discussion today. I was talking to her about our show.
Oh,
I was asking her a lot of these questions, man. It was
for a young person. How was that?
She's a believer, man. She's a believer.
Because a lot of this stuff is interesting. But
can we get rid of you?
Oh, you want to get rid of the Hialeah.
No, man, dude, he was a believer, and I'm cool with it, man. You know,
Yeah.
to each their own, man.
Yeah,
But,
exactly. That's how I feel about stuff.
yeah, I'm good with it. But it was interesting to have that conversation. I can't wait till I see her again to get back into it, man. Because it was a really good conversation.
Yeah,
Now,
because
did
she's
she
young and
live with
doesn't know
you
a
at your
lot.
house,
So,
or does she got her
so
own?
you
Wow.
kind of clue her in on a lot of this stuff.
No,
Wow.
she knew a lot more than I thought. So
So
it
she
was
probably
a very
knew it.
good
She got on
conversation.
there and checked it out.
It
That's
was
good.
very good
Does she live with you?
No, she does not. No.
Oh, okay. Well, next time, you know, she's over on one of these Thursdays, every other Thursday, man.
I'll bring it. It was. She was. I was surprised. She knew about Bob
Lazar.
Lazar. She knew all about him.
Did she know about the Mandela effect?
I don't know. We didn't touch on
I
that.
got to check the Mandela effect out. That's my
That's a
my
cool
notes.
one.
This one I got to check that shit out because
Yeah,
I
there's
remember
some cool stuff there.
I only remember
Did he
4 in
say
the car
did-
too, and I went and looked tonight and saw 6. I was like,
that
man,
when
I
I
knew it
was
had to
growing
be
up,
6.
man, Vader, when he looked at Luke, he says, "Luke, I am your father." Because a lot of people after 1980, after Empire came out, a lot of the dads were naming their kid Luke so they could do that stupid line. Now, why they did, they a little bit too much Star Wars fan. But then when you look at it, it's like, no, and there's like a pause. I am your father. But if you watch and listen to James Earl Jones, when he reads that line back, you can watch it, and we call it residual evidence. But James Earl Jones will quote the line as Luke, I'm your father. So James Earl Jones still remembers the line as Luke, I'm your father. Yet in this reality, it's always been no, I'm your father. Kind of like the Mr. Rogers thing.
Yep.
You know that song.
I always remember Luke, I am your father on that.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. I always
Mhm.
remember that too.
Yeah. So there's a lot of those Mandela ones.
Do you think it's? I think it's more the way our brains work and the way we pay attention to things. The way we like the Kennedy.
Yeah.
I just see it. We focus on him,
Mm-hmm.
and the other stuff is all
Just a blur because we focus more on Kennedy himself.
exactly
That anticipation of the
shot.
disturbing shot. Yeah. You know, like you
Yeah,
like
that was
you wouldn't
that
think
was
it,
disturbing.
but that's what we was all looking at, even though like that make us sickos. But you know, I don't know.
That's true.
But
That's
yeah, it's just
true, yeah.
that's how it went, you know. It's very interesting though. That Mandela effect stuff's very interesting. But yes, what's y'all's final thoughts, Daryl? Daryl, what's your final thoughts on Nessie?
I still think there may not be anything there now. But I
Mhm.
do think there was something
At that time.
at that
What is
time.
maybe one of those prehistoric ones that lived a long time could have
Yeah,
somehow.
I mean,
Mhm.
now
Came
where
up.
would a corpse
died, went to
go?
the bottom, and you never could find the bones. It could.
I mean, maybe there was like a tunnel, not really going from where's it at Scotland all the way over to America, but I don't
Yeah,
believe that.
Scotland,
But
I think.
there might have been caves or something, and it just died in a cave somewhere and never
Yeah.
come up.
Yeah, it could have been like in an underwater cave.
Yeah, that's my guess, but
Do you guys believe there's dinosaurs still living in the Congo?
well, there's lizards, and that's a form of a dinosaur.
Because they're the what?
A lizard,
That is a form of a dinosaur. I know they found that
Alligator.
prehistoric fish. I forget
but
what.
not like brontosaurus rex.
Brontosauruses.
Didn't they see? They didn't highly. They said they saw a megalodon or something. They thought they saw one of those big ass sharks. or
In the
something.
yes, no, not the
On
shark.
Shark Week, I thought I saw him talking about it.
Yeah, that one I don't think. I think we'll know if there was a freaking megalodon.
It's huge as a ship.
What scares me is like some sick freaking scientist. You know, I never like think about this because I always believe, you know, if God wants some shit made, he's going to have his shit made. But like if someone takes some DNA and clones up some of these creatures, you know, I believe that
the shit could be real, man.
Yeah, I believe that could happen. Like probably some crazy. I don't know why I think this, but probably the Germans. I don't know because they
Yeah,
just crazy
They'll
over there.
experiment on your ass in a minute.
Yeah. I mean, how the hell do you think Dirk got so good? They did some experiments on that young boy. They put him on the maps. Dirk,
dude,
They clone goats. Why couldn't they, get
Yeah.
DNA from a dinosaur somewhere?
hey, that's Jurassic Park. That's Jurassic
I saw the movie. It happened.
Yep.
I don't know if we're there yet, but man, how cool would it be if they do that, man? Oh
Do
my,
like they're a build the Jurassic Park.
oh my God, how cool would that be, right? Even
Well,
a
they have
little,
to lock it
even
down
like
pretty
a
good.
little, Not
I'm
even,
gonna let you go to that. I'm gonna stay home.
Yeah.
just give me a little dinosaur, dude. Give me a little freaking Stegosaurus right here. If we
You
let
can
it,
ride
That's
them
up
around
in
in your
Florida. They
backyard.
put that in your neck of the woods, Hialeah.
that would be badass. That
Yeah,
would
he's gonna be running around and a crocodiles will get him.
Mhm.
that would be so cool. But
That'd be funny. You just see people going down the road with a little leash, walking their dinosaur.
Yeah,
dinosaur,
Man, I
those little
saw
quickies.
I saw a lady have a goat on a leash close in like the uppity part of town here, and I swear to God, she picked that goat up, and that truck was like huge. She carried it across the
Dang.
street. I snapped the picture, but I don't know if I think I deleted it. I was like, that was a goddamn goat, man. She's got a pet goat running on the street with it.
dude,
The goat man's like a free lawnmower, just eats
yeah,
all the
exactly.
grass.
Exactly.
Mhm.
You know what's the coolest? The pot-bellied pigs. Have you seen those, bro?
Yeah,
Yeah.
those little black furry pigs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
badass. Those are
Hey,
badass.
my daughter's got a little farm, like 5 acres or something. She's got a lot of different animals. She has goats, right? But and most of the goats are, they're pretty fun. They hop and jump around. Well, my daughter's watching them. She had a little Mercedes, like the small ones, and one of them jumped on the roof of her car.
Ooh.
They did a video, man. If you want to see if I can dig that video up, you will die.
Dang.
And her friends,
They're not-
she's yelling for her friend to help her. Get him
Uh-huh.
up, get him up.
They're not so
She's like,
cute
"I
then.
helping you."
They're wasn't so cute after doing that, right?
She
Have you
said she had
seen-
to go up there and do so, clean up the roof and everything because if she wanted to sell her car, they're going to see all
Have you seen
freaking
the
footprints on her freaking roof.
Have you seen the women that do not women, but women and men that do goat yoga?
Goat yoga. Yeah.
Dude, I never heard of that.
I
You
saw
haven't heard of goat yoga? Oh my god, you gotta look it up, man.
my girl Kate Beckinsale. She was doing goat
Oh.
yoga.
Legend, look it up, dude. It's
I'll definitely look that up.
I mean, you're in one of the positions, and a goat would jump on your back. Like,
Oh wow, yeah.
Okay, D. Who thought of that, dude? Who was the first person to think of freaking goat yoga,
yoga,
man?
man.
Really? Come
you know,
on.
that's like
That had to be a Buddha. It had to be, man. They do all that shit on the ground.
like, you want to do what with a goat?
Don't make,
I'm looking at some pics. Kate Beckinsale and her goat yoga, man.
it's big,
That's
man.
insane.
It's a big thing.
It's a good size like goat too on some of these
Yeah.
women's backs and stuff.
Okay, we're on Kate Beckinsale. So, okay, one of the greatest things I saw is when I used to follow her on Instagram. She was doing some squats. She had the
Mhm.
weight overhead doing squats. She would go down, and there's a toilet bowl there.
Oh wow.
They said she was in the middle of the gym doing squats. There's a toilet bowl. There's like, this is the kind of training you get at whatever gym it was in LA.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, man. What the hell?
No, she was fully clothed. Okay, get your mind out of the gutter.
Yeah, I was
She
just
I'm
doing
just saying,
squats
what
on
the
the
hell
toilet.
in the middle of the room for?
I guess they're like, well, we could put the bench beneath you when you do the squats, but hey, this is different.
Yeah, let's put the toilet shot.
Toilet down there. Like, how's
Did they have a camera? Did they have a camera in the toilet looking up? No.
Oh yeah.
Those,
I'll
Gutter
volunteer.
first.
Okay, you got me.
those hidden
Patty, close your
Hey,
ears.
you gotta do it again. It was blurry. You gotta do it again. It was blurry.
A little to the left.
I'm sorry, that was just the ceiling. Children, gosh, where did this go wrong? It went wrong at Nessie.
Okay, so for the record, I don't believe in Nessie. I wish. It's another one I wish, man.
Yeah, there's a bunch that I wish were true. I wish that Bigfoot was real. The one we saw the dude do that walk and look
I
back.
wish that was real.
That would have been the best.
Well, let me talk about Bigfoot because I didn't talk much about it. I mean, I see so many videos with people seeing things out there. I mean,
I do too. I see a lot of them.
I don't
What
think
about
it's out there, but
Do you remember the plaster cast that they used to make?
They pour
Yeah.
in and make the foot. And
Yeah.
here's the print.
like here's some fur we found.
fur.
Mhm.
They analyzed the fur, but it was never. Oh, I don't know what it is, man. It's some animal we haven't discovered yet. And you can tell by the depth of this footprint. This animal must have weighed like 800 pounds.
Yeah.
This was a huge squatch.
Yeah. They always did it like
This
that.
must have been a male. This was a male.
This was a male squatch.
It's a male
So
squatch.
we've never
Like,
seen one.
Those
we'd
shows,
identify it
man,
as a male.
they always said squatch. It was always
Squatch.
squatch.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was
Squatch.
just the funniest stuff
That shit
ever.
just makes me laugh every time they say that. I
We're
thought I
going
heard squatch.
squatching.
We're in squatch country. I'm like,
Dude, and going back,
we've never seen one.
and going back to Oak Island, man.
Mhm.
Those pirates were like the greatest engineers since the freaking
Ever, Hialeah. 70 foot down with
70
water that
foot
comes
down
pouring
with-
in.
trapdoors. If you
No
do
one
this,
gets my
the water,
treasure, you bastards.
the water comes in, and if not, sand drops, and it's like, come on, dude. These guys can't even remember where they left half their shit. You know?
What are y'all speaking of?
They
Speaking
were
of
drinking
pirates,
rum. Where'd I leave my freaking treasure chest?
hey, speaking of pirates, have y'all ever heard about the legend of One-Eyed Willie?
Really?
Yeah, I
You know,
remember these
Bubba
kids
Fratelli.
telling me one time.
Oh
That
my
movie
God.
was classic.
It's classic, dude. It's classic.
Yeah,
Hey,
that
man, I
was one of
thought
my
we were doing
all-time favorite
conspiracy
movies.
theories, and I swear to God, we got comedy hour, man. I got a headache.
Well, me and my youngest have been watching that. We got the Disney Plus. We've been watching the X-Men animated cartoon,
Nice.
and
I love that.
I've been taking him through some of the old school, but
Nice.
Goonies. I'm going to show him some Goonies one of these nights.
Definitely, man. Goonies, chunk.
I mean, for me, it holds up. One of my friends, he was about 19 and he had never seen it. And I was like, hey, let's watch this. It's one of my favorite movies. He was like, how do you like this?
Oh, dude, that's a good movie though.
I was like, what are you talking about? One of the best movies ever.
Man, I watched it in the theater, man, when it premiered.
Me too.
Wow, I did not.
My dad took us to the movie theater to watch it. I remember that one. I remember Monster Squad. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
So
You did know the Wolfman's got nards.
He does, man. Yeah.
Wolfman got nards. Let me ask you this one because we didn't talk about this at the beginning. Did anybody go back and look about Hitler?
No, I didn't look at that.
No,
I
but
just
when
always
any of
figured
them
he
shows
capped
come on,
himself.
man, I watch them. The documentaries or anything. If I see it, I always watch it. On anything that we've talked about, even
Mhm.
Squatch. If I see that damn show on, I gotta watch it till he goes, that I heard a Squatch. He's
Yeah.
down there, probably 200 meters down. I'm like, you don't know what this
because they're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Hialeah, it's pitch black. You couldn't see your hand 2 inches from your face. And he said he's got to be about 200 meters due to the sound.
Yeah. They go in pairs and they just like they probably like shh, that's Squatch.
I heard it.
Dude,
And they always doing the calls. The calls.
Yeah.
but have you guys been have you guys been where it's so dark that you can't see your hand? That's that's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Hey, yeah, you want to know what blind feels like? Getting a pitch black with no stars out or nothing.
And you're out and about and you go like this and you can't
see
that is terrifying. If
I agree.
If anybody watching this has not done that, do it at least once because you're gonna be like it's terrifying. It really is.
I'll tell you something. You said something just then. It made me think of another conspiracy.
Which one?
You makes you feel like you're blind. What about Stevie Wonder? I've heard people say he's not really blind. He's been playing that the whole time.
Oh no!
Damn.
I've never heard that.
Oh no, there are people that swear that are close to him. They're like, nah, he can see, man. He can see.
No.
He's walking into a building and he just like turns his head and talks to somebody. And
Dude, I ain't playing with that one.
I'm not. Yeah, man.
I'm not
messing with the blind.
I
That's
think
like
with
the
that
dead,
one,
they're
man.
off limits.
I think
Yeah.
with him, when they say that
I
kind
have
of
that license
stuff,
plate too.
I think he's so used to with that that handicap. He's so used to it himself. He got the daredevil in him, man. He just can sense it.
That would be
But
awesome.
I think it
That would be
amplifies the smell, the hearing, the feeling, just the surrounding stuff. I think it like being blind, he's been able to like, you know, multiply those other 4 senses times 10. You know,
I mean, you can't help but do that, right? You can't help.
Just think about how when you break your arm, you ought to, you know, if you break your dominant arm, you automatically start learning shit immediately with your other arm, and you know you can eat right and everything in like a month.
Dude, you're like a starfish growing another arm back.
Bro, come here. Okay, guys, come here. All right. Have you ever had like either a pain in your back or something? You can't wipe your ass with your hand, with your dominant hand, with the hand, and you got to use the other one. You know what? You learn how to wipe your ass with the other hand.
That's right, man.
Yeah, you spread that out. Come on.
And the comedy hour continues.
Dude, you do, man. There's nothing worse than not being able to wipe, dude. And when you can't wipe with the right one, you go with the left, and you figure it out, dude. You compensate. If you can't see, you're gonna compensate with everything else, dude.
You will. If you got an injury, man, everything else.
Get you a bidet, you'll be all right.
You're gonna compensate, dude. You're gonna
put the water up your butt, it'll clean it right out.
You're gonna
be bidet, man.
Get the bidet.
God, those Europeans, they got it down, right? They got it down with that bidet.
All right, good story.
You can tell they've been around longer than us, dude. We haven't evolved to that point yet.
Okay, when I went to San Diego last year, last year now, because I forget what year it is and when last time I went. It's in 2019. I was supposed to go with one of my friend and his friend. My friend actually canceled literally after I arrived in San Diego, but his friend still went. His friend hooked up a bidet to the toilet.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, I have not squirted water up my butt.
That's weird.
Hey, I'm sorry, I'm old school.
Dude, you know what, dude? You know what I've discovered in the last, dude, I love wipes. God, wipes are the best shit. I wish I would have started using wipes years ago.
Do you use them for your hands?
Hey man, how do we get on conspiracy theories?
Sharpened wipes are the best thing ever, dude. They're the best thing ever. I don't know how I lived without my wipes. I freaking love my
At no point did I expected to go down this road.
Me neither, man.
Awesome.
Elias went from his dominant hand to you will learn to the greatest shit.
And I went south at Nessie.
Dude, I love wipes, bro. Jarman wipes. Out of time.
I've got that license for it. It came in. The one I got came in. Was it Boombox or Bambox?
Yeah, with this one, it was Loot Crate, right?
Loot Crate, yeah. I know it was one of them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
They came with the little Doc Brown with the goggles.
Yeah.
Very cool.
My old buddy, Who Dat Comics, gifted me some of his Back to the Future stuff because, dude, I love Back to the Future, man.
Who Dat?
That's probably my most favorite trilogy of all time because, you know, I just love time travel. And, you know, a lot of people don't like part 2, but I kind of dug the alternate reality part 2 because I like
I liked all of them, man. I liked them all. The train one was probably the least favorite, but I liked it. He had the sports journal legend where he would go back. And it's like, I need my sports journal. He was betting on the games, man. He made a ton of money.
That was hands down the best part, dude. That sports journal.
That sports journal. He's like, oh shit, Notre Dame wins.
Look, there he goes. There it is.
Oh my god, that thing is.
That still blows everybody's mind, man.
That was the best part of that movie, man.
That sports journal. Let me show it to you real quick because it's got the sports journal, and on the inside, it's got the dude's signature there.
No way.
Oh,
Biff.
Tom Wilson. That's on my Instagram. I had him sign this on Instagram. And this is a cool sports journal because it's got all the stats in there and all the games.
Exactly. It's accurate.
A lot of them are like the knockoffs that don't have that. They're just like little blank pages, but no, it's accurate and everything. I don't have the dust cover.
Dude,
Biff lost the dust cover and put it on.
Yeah, that thing was the best thing when he needed his, he lost it. Remember when he threw it in the back seat? Yeah, man, he didn't have that shit. He needed. That was his moneymaker, baby.
Dude, one we got to do trilogies because there are so many great trilogies.
Yes.
And
dude, this has advanced into like conspiracies, but into other topics.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. This is the
I've got a bunch
incredible
more over
podcast
here.
right here.
I got a bunch more, but I'm just like free flow. Where's it going?
Hey, before we get off Back to the Future, I just gotta say that's the last movie that I saw it. I believe I saw it on July 4th. And that was the last movie I saw with my parents and my brother, the original family unit.
Mhm.
That was the last movie we ever went to the theater and watched together, man. That's my
Oh, dude,
Damn,
that's awesome, dude.
That's awesome. Hell yeah. I
Mhm.
can't remember mine. My dad didn't go with us hardly nowhere.
That's the last one. That's the last one I got to see with my parents and my brother.
I'm sure my dad, my stepmom, the last one we all saw probably had to be the Endgame. I'm thinking because we always went to go see those big ass Marvel movies, but shoot, he's up there.
Yeah,
He's high, getting high 70s. The second half of the 70s up there.
Yeah, like my family now, the girls and all us. We went to every Harry Potter movie Thursday night at midnight. No matter what, there was a rule. Your ass was going. We didn't want to hear nothing about work and nothing. I got to get up early because I had to get up the earliest. Man, I couldn't. I loved going to see them Harry Potter movies
That's
so
great.
much, man. They were always good too, man. They didn't disappoint very often.
Yeah, I like those Harry Potters. We got the whole
very good.
Blu-ray set of those.
I
they're
still
good
haven't seen the
movies.
last two. I've had them since they were released, and I just can't bring myself to watch them because I just don't want the series to end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Why didn't you watch it, bro?
Man,
know
I
what you mean,
love
though.
the characters. And I'm like, once it's over, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
But it is over. Watch
I
it.
know. That's why I don't want to watch it.
I don't want it to end.
Come on. Hermione and Harry and man.
All them kids in there, man. That's just a good
They
series.
all grown
man.
up now.
One summer, I want to say it wasn't the past summer. Maybe it was. I don't know, dude. The damn COVID's got my mind all jumbled up. But my son watched
Dude.
all those bad boys, those Harry Potters. Aired them all out. We got the big Blu-ray box set of them. He loves it.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what this has turned into? This is everybody watching this. You're watching off air right here.
Yeah.
Off air.
Oh, yeah,
After hours, yeah.
Yeah, this is usually what we go into when we're talking amongst ourselves.
Yeah, this is off air right here, guys. You're watching behind the scenes. This is the conspiracy behind the scenes.
The bonus.
Hey,
yeah,
Legend,
the
when you were
bonus
talking
scenes.
about, you were talking about cartoons earlier. Did you ever see? Cartoons were pretty bad, really, back in days. When you go back and look at them now,
Oh
did
yeah.
you ever see
Bugs
the
Bunny?
Barney and Fred commercial where they were smoking the freaking Winstons?
Oh no.
Dude, I don't
Dude.
know. That would have been what
They were
70s,
they were
late 60s or
representing
something?
the cigarette company. They pop out these Winstons in this commercial, right? The girls are working, and Barney goes, "Hey Fred, let's go smoke one in the back." Because we don't want the girls to see us not working. You guys got to look that up.
I gotta look it up.
He goes,
I'll look that up.
Man, these are the best tasting Winston. And shit it's like that shit would never happen in 2020. But in like I swear
Yeah.
it's the 70s,
Yeah.
and that shit flew right like nothing.
Because
He
first
goes,
you got
"Oh,
the
the
whole
great
thing with
tasting
like
Winstons."
it's bad to like smoke cigarettes, but then you got the little women dig. The women, they'll never know.
Yeah, the women are doing the work, and he goes, "Let's hide in the back so they can't see us."
Those were the days, though, man. Those were how it was back then.
Dude, I read some stuff on the Flintstones recently, and dude, they gave us a lot of bad habits, bro. There was a lot. Fred was always going behind Wilma's back,
Yep.
not letting her know shit. Wilma was always doing her shit. Fred was always a mean ass to Barney, dude. I don't know, dude. He was always a
The
mean
Laurel and
to
Hardy
Barney.
syndrome, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
dude.
what about the one when he was gambling and he was rocking the whole town, going, bet everywhere.
Dude.
Everybody was on every corner.
The gambling, the water buffaloes, the all men club.
Oh,
yeah,
the
the
all men club.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, he was the Grand Poobah.
The Grand Poobah. The Grand Poobah.
Dude, they just
They
don't
were
make
bad,
cartoons
man.
like that no
Hey,
more.
But always, Hialeah, they always went back to the women at the end. You remember?
Yeah.
They always
Yep.
ended up looking like good guys at the end.
But dude, they were always doing shit behind their back, bro. It wasn't the best example,
Yeah.
you know.
So
You remember-
They weren't the best examples.
You remember Betty and Wilma? They would always go to the stores, charge it.
Yeah. You know what? We could talk about that. That was a lot of subliminal shit to do, you know.
Yeah.
Indirect.
Mhm.
Well, see, that's why we need a dinosaur.
That's
so
how
we
they
can
did
use
it,
as
too.
A slide back.
Yeah, you would watch that. Oh my god, that's all the way it's supposed. Oh no, that's the way it's supposed to be, and people would freaking do it, man. Freaking nuts.
They've smoked. If you see them, this is the early one.
Those
Highly
Winston's.
like like the first year it ever came out. I think it was black and white, maybe. Man, these Winstons are so good, Fred. They're smoking the shit out of them right on TV, man.
Didn't they like model those people after the Moonlighters or whatever? That old
The Honeymooners. The
Yeah.
Honeymooners. Yeah, the Honeymooners. Yeah.
Modeled them after their
Oh man, you remember when what was it? In Living Color with Jim Carrey did the spoof to that. Y'all ever seen that? The Honeymooners?
where he was. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I do. I remember his Fire Marshal.
Fire Marshal
Yeah, Fire
Bill.
Marshal Bill. It was in the same time.
I
They
remember
did the
Fire
Honeymooners.
All right.
And the big guy it's funny as shit, man. The Honeymooners ones were hilarious.
Dude, not for nothing, but the best spoof on any of those was going back to Mr. Rogers, man. Eddie Murphy when he did Mr. What was it, Mr.
Oh yeah, Mr. Robinson's neighborhood.
Dude, yeah, that was funny as hell.
God, that was the best, bro. When he did that, dude, that's just look up the superstardom. It just blew his ass off, dude.
Yeah. I remember somebody knock on the door. Hey kids, who was that? Let's find out.
Yeah.
Who is?
It'd be some crack whore or something.
That is the landlord. Can you say landlord? And then he would just take off out the fire escape.
Oh yeah, he'd get out of there, man. He'd be jumping
Oh, I
into like
love
old John Wilkes Booth.
Yeah, that was the best, bro.
Oh my gosh, that was so great, so great.
So did anyone have any more conspiracies they were wanted to?
I think we'll save it for the next show, man. I think
Yeah. Oh damn! It's already going on an hour and a half.
Yeah,
Hour and 15. Yep.
we gotta look it up, man. I was reading up today on MK Ultra. I don't know if you guys know about that. We could look that up.
Yeah, I did a video on that on my Legends Truth, the old mind control program. I'm pretty sure that's what caused that guy to be a crazy Unabomber. Didn't they? They actually had a TV show about that too, where, God, I can't remember who started, and I want to say like Matthew McConaughey or I don't know, but they set a guy down and he was getting all this MK Ultra stuff, mind control stuff, and it just made him like he was doing it to earn money after school or something. But yeah, that's some legit stuff.
We should get into
I have
that.
to do my research.
Yeah, I don't know that. I gotta look that up.
MK Ultra is.
Yeah,
I was reading on it today.
I'll what we need to do is we need to make a little Instagram group chat for our conspiracy stuff, and then we could post our links in there because I got to send you. I got a mind control where I talked about MK Ultra in one of my old videos. I have to go back and do some homework on it because I haven't looked it up in a long time.
Yeah, let's do that, man. Because
this is getting my conspiracy Legends Truth's bloods boiling with the Simply Incredible podcast.
What were the ones
here.
about the stones we were wanting to talk about? The Stonehenge.
The Stonehenge.
Like, how did that?
Yeah, we got to talk about that next
What
time.
about Easter Island also?
Easter Island
bases.
Yeah, I'm fascinated. I would love to go to Easter Island, dude. I would go there.
I mean, they showed that they were just heads there, but they dug up around them and they're like full of huge statues.
Oh yeah, they're massive. They're massive.
Like wow.
Yeah, like how the hell could something be that old and be there? How did it get there?
We'll save that for the next show.
For next time. This is all for next time. Definitely.
Be awesome. But man, this was a damn good show tonight. Like, man,
so much fun.
Simply Incredible podcast, the second conspiracy show. You're only gonna find it here Thursday nights, 7 Central, 8 Eastern, on the Simply Incredible podcast. But previously on X-Men, I gotta go watch my X-Men animated. What do y'all got going on y'all's channels?
Dun.
Steve, what you got going on?
Nah, just my same thing. Jump on with Sean if I can make it, and Silver Age Sunday. Pretty much them two, and then we got offensive linemen coming up.
Offensive linemen on the
Monday
channel, on Monday
on Highly's channel, and I already got a bunch in my head. There's a bunch more. There's so many good ones, man. When I got to really thinking about it,
my biggest thing is trying to.
I got probably 4.
Had the positions.
I got 4 Denver Broncos offensive linemen and a pair of John Elway's teeth. Them teeth are so big he can block anybody.
Dude, he could not have played for a better team because he looks like a Bronco with them teeth.
Definitely.
Yeah, them teeth. And he was a big old
I'm
guy.
sorry,
running
John
around,
Elway. I
galloping
apologize.
around. He's rolling out, doing.
Man, he threw that
his
shit
little
hard too,
torpedo.
man. I bet you their hands were fucking beat up by the end of
Remember
the
that?
year.
Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah, I still got my rookie card. I keep it over there by the desktop computer, man. John Elway, man. Oh, Steve
Nice.
Atwater too, man.
He ain't doing too good in the managerial parts.
Hey, Steve Atwater's
I
coming
got that
up.
right.
Oh yeah, man. Steve
Oh,
Atwater.
man, one of the best. I
Yeah,
love
well,
that guy,
right.
man. One of the best ones. I got a video coming out pretty soon where I'm going to be taking a look and unboxing a package of CGC books that I got reholdered. When, one of the subtitles, will the grades stay the same? Try to get some more eyes on it. Will the grades stay the same? I don't know. So that'll be fun. Basically, I got them because one of the books I bought from my comic shop, steal of a deal, Marvel Family 2, it's awesome cover. It has the Lieutenant Marvels on there, Mary Marvel, Captain Marvel Jr. with Captain Marvel on there, but had a scratched up case, so I got that one. And then I had a pedigree book from the Don and Maggie Thompson collection that now is, hopefully, if they did it right, it's going to have like a black CGC pedigree label. And then I got some other little
those are cool. I like the way they do
things,
that.
You can find some great books.
And that's about all I got going on.
On my comic shop, you can
Got
find some
Comic Core coming up too. Yeah, it was good because if
Yep.
you go to eBay, and if you see it's from my comic shop on eBay, check it out on eBay, but buy it from their website because
Exactly.
they charge a little extra on eBay to cover those eBay fees.
Oh,
So
them
make sure
fees,
you
yeah.
go back to their
Yeah,
website.
Highly always says that to go to the site.
Go straight to the site, man. The site you get a nice a nice reduction, a nice discount when you go to the site.
We got one big thing coming up on mainframecomiccon.com, which is going to be it's like a 3 Jokers series where we're going to have Jason Fabak on there. Jock is supposed to be there. And Daryl, you love your Jock. You love that Joker cover. He's supposed to be on there. Sadly, I'm not going to get to host it or interview any of those people, but I can still promote them though. Hey, but I've had some good hosting gigs with Mainframe Comic Con and Hero Initiative, so
Yep.
always be on the lookout for some cool ass interviews with some interesting people.
Nice.
We always have surprises on that stuff.
I don't think I've ever seen Doc anywhere.
Me neither.
That would be
Yeah.
really awesome.
Yeah, he was in San Diego when I was there, and I totally missed him. I was like, darn it.
Wow.
Ooh,
Yeah,
damn. Daryl, do you have a Jock signature somewhere?
I do. I bought one online.
I saw that. I saw that Jock Joker book you showed not too long ago, and that's just a classic, man. Freaking classic. I got this one right here. I don't know how good you could see it, but it's this book, The Old House of Secrets, man.
Yeah,
And it's
the Wrightson.
signed in gold by Bernie.
Oh,
That's nice.
That is a beauty. 7.0 on that.
wow. Dude, that's
And then I
great.
got my little buddy over here too, like a chill. I got a little swap thing, little Funko.
Crazy.
I've been meaning. I told Discovery Bay. He tags
copy.
people. If you do a picture of a Funko and a comic book together, he'll share it on his. Yeah, he'll share it on his Instagram. And my Instagram, I don't do much on there, but I need to get more into Instagram. Take more pictures and crap like that.
Yeah,
It's
that's
hard.
the one I do the most on.
But-
is IG now. Let me ask you this on that Swamp Thing. Which one is it?
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a Swamp
This
Thing.
is-
Then they had a glow in the dark Swamp Thing. Then they had one that's apparently
that one,
smelled
yeah.
like Swamp Thing.
Pop.
Like, I don't
Yeah,
think
this
I
one's called
smell.
there's the glow in the dark one. There's the regular just plastic PVC one. This is the flocked one.
Yeah.
And when I
there was
bought
like-
this one,
there was like 4 of them then.
they don't show it on the back, but yeah, whenever I ordered this one, because my comic shop always do the pre-order thing on there, and they had the glow in the dark or the flocked one, but I already have some flocked Sesame Street ones, which are just cool as hell. I don't know if I don't think he's flocked. That's old hairy
Yeah, I've got
monster.
a
But
couple of
I got a
Sesame
flocked
Street.
Grover. Bert and
Yeah.
Ernie, I got flocked. I got Snuffy and Big Bird flocked.
Yeah,
I mean,
Snuffy.
that's just
Yeah,
some
I
cool
got that
ass
one.
shit, man, to get the flocked of the puppet characters, you know, Muppets or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the old these things, man. I mean, I'm selling the sadly, I'm selling the Thundercats just because currently on
Ooh.
eBay right now they're going for like
Thunder.
$500 or $600 because
What?
they're
damn.
they're vaulted. So if I sell
Yeah.
Lino, Panthro, Chitara, Mumra, and Snarf, I'm easily looking at over 500. I've done that once where I bought these things years ago, right when they come out on my comic shop. You just pre-order them, and I sold the Rocky Balboa, Ivan Drago, Apollo Creed, and Clubber Lang. I sold those for over 600.
Yeah,
And then
those
I want
got
to say I
bought a long
stole,
time ago.
and I sold the original He-Man, Skeletor, Spikor, She-Ra, and there was a fifth one of that series that I sold for like over 600. Maybe 700. I can't remember, but when they get up that high, I've got there's just I gotta sell those, man. I mean,
Yeah.
fuck. I mean, who wouldn't sell them? And then that way
You
I
can
can
get
put
a
the
big
money
book
toward
with them
my,
kind of thing. Add a few of those.
Yeah, the one
that
thing I haven't.
exactly, or pay off bills or buy your Christmas gifts
Yeah.
for the son's computer
Yeah.
parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, buy a computer parts for your kid to put assemble.
One of the ones
And
I
then
haven't-
he'll be editing my videos too, hopefully.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
I hope that's free labor.
Better be. Shoot.
Hey, one good thing about tomorrow, guys, even it's Friday is great, but man, another Mandalorian's coming out.
That's right.
I've only
Oh,
seen the
dude.
first one. I'm behind on it.
Mhm.
I'm loving the
Guys,
Mandalorian.
guys,
Dude.
wait a second. Dude, we're still live, D. We're still
Yeah.
live.
I ain't seen any Mandalorian, but I got Disney Plus. I'm gonna wait for season 2, and then once season 2's done, I'm gonna binge watch 1 and 2.
I'm a binger.
Just
I'm
don't
the
keep
same
one.
way.
No,
Yeah.
man, I
That's
can't
how I
wait,
watch that
man.
Karate Kid
My
stuff.
wife's like, it's out. Let's watch it, and I got to go in and watch it.
Yeah.
Legend, did you like the Karate Kid, the Cobra Kai?
That was great.
Cobra Kai,
I gotta see
man.
that shit.
Yeah,
Everyone's
we
like,
binged it
fun
over
was
the
that?
whole weekend. It was
Dude, how
excellent. We
much-
watched it over the whole weekend, man.
How much fun was that, right?
Yeah.
I got a little teary-eyed during some of the scenes, man. When they started talking about Miyagi and all
Yeah.
that, I was like, "Damn, why could he live to see this? His legacy, you know."
Dude,
Oh,
I
dude,
think
that
it's
guy, man.
around here.
so much
That's an
fun.
epic
Dude.
show, though, man.
Yeah.
Just when you think Johnny's like gonna hook up with that girl's like that woman, but the kid had the accident and
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, like then you know, I kind of want to give too many spoilers, but man, once you think shit's going good, some bad shit always happens.
Always.
It's like Roddy Piper says, Daryl. Roddy Piper goes,
Yep.
just when you think you know the answers, they change into questions.
Good question. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I just finished binge watching The Good Place. Watched all 4 seasons of it in about 5 days.
And
What is that show about?
I did that with the Man in the High Castle, man. I watched the shit.
Oh
out of
yeah.
Great show.
that
great
shit
show.
was so crazy,
Yeah,
man.
that's a
good show.
It was good.
The Good Place is gosh, I forgot the lady's name, but Ted Danson's in it, and I can't remember the lady's name. Is a star.
That blonde-haired girl.
Yeah,
My wife
her.
watched it, I think, and they're like
Yeah.
in like a heaven type place.
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
what is her name? That blonde-haired girl.
exactly
She was
her.
pretty popular. She had a mystery show. She
It's
was like a
I can
Nancy
see- I
Drew character
really
for so many
watched
years
it
on this
the other
mystery
day.
show.
Her
Kristen
husband,
Bell,
I
that's her
think,
name.
is Dak something. I
Kristen
remember that.
Bell. Yeah, Dak Shepard and Kristen Bell.
Kristen
Yeah.
Bell, yes.
Kristen Bell.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
I
have
thought it
to
was a
check
very
that
good
out
show,
because I know
well done
Danson's
show.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
Well, man, this was a kick-ass show, man. We got to wrap this up, Daryl.
Yeah, man.
What have I got coming up? I'm going to get
Yeah,
some
what you
guys
got?
together. And so hope we can get some guys together. We're going to do what was the price in 1992 compared to 2020.
Do it. Let's do
Because
it.
Yeah,
that
man.
would just be a lot of fun, I think.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, those are good.
What was Swamp Thing worth in 1992?
Look it up. Look it up. Look it up.
Dude.
Look it up.
Spoiler!
It's just the one book, man. Just the one book. Just the Swamp Thing.
What was it? Strange Avengers? Strange, what was it?
House of Secrets
House of
92,
Secrets.
right?
I ain't gonna
Yeah,
figure out
yeah,
anything.
yeah. House of Secret 92. You know, we got
It's
to
funny. I've
interview
never even
Weasley-
picked that book
Weasley
up or
Simonson,
seen it.
too.
I always loved the cover, and I never
You don't
Somehow
see it. You don't see
Oh.
it.
The first story is the best story. The other two, I don't even remember what the hell the other two were about because I
Who's
haven't
your
read them
number
in so
one?
long. But the first story
92.
is
92.
92.
92.
All right, in 1992, it was $170.
Are you
For like a
serious?
near mint
Yeah.
or something.
Yep.
Dude,
170.
170. That's still pretty expensive for, looking
Yeah.
back being
I
a like junior
I
high
think
kid. I was
Yeah,
like,
for
damn, that's a
time.
big boy
yeah,
book.
it was more than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Probably by $100.
That's
Yeah,
CW.
exactly.
It's on CW, but the DC Universe, I saw the show, and I love that Swamp Thing show on DC Universe. So if y'all get the chance
Yeah.
to watch it on CW coming up, that's a good show. It even had the little Adrienne Barbeau cameo, which I thought was pretty nice.
Whoa, are you
I love-
serious? That's
Man, I
Yeah,
love
she was in
Adrienne
there.
Barbeau.
She was
Damn.
a real pistol in this updated Swamp Thing. She
He
played
always
like
was.
one of the scientist doctor type characters, and
oh,
she
that's
was really
perfect.
mean. Yeah,
Mhm.
I love how they do that. I love how they bring back original actors into their shows.
Very
But man,
cool.
guys, I gotta go, man. This was a damn
Yeah.
good show.
All right,
Simply
man.
Incredible
We'll
podcast.
check it out.
2 weeks from tonight, man. More kick-ass conspiracies and
More?
whatever
Yeah,
else,
yeah.
man.
We'll get a group together on IG so we can discuss what we're going to talk about next time.
Mhm.
But that's all we got. You guys have an incredible day.
Later.
Peace.